Trying to figure out how far. Oh, wait. All right, let me fix this right quick. I got this video playing in the background. My TV sitting up here. If anybody want to come out my TV for me, it will be a delight. It would be such a delight. But for right now, we chilling on top of the desk. Right. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it happen. Let me put this on my story too, right quick. Let me try to promote this. I wanted to do this last minute ass live. It's outrageous, egregious, everything between, but we hit with it. That's all that matters. Yeah, we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. I had to pop up on here, y'all. What's up, Tyrone? Oh, you know what? Let me send this joint to 5 too, because he keep telling me to make sure I let him know when I go live, and I always forget. I don't know why that just reminded me. But hello. So good to see you. I have been in the cut. We about to get into it, but we back at it, baby. We back at it. What's going on, y'all? It's good to see you. I hope my connection is good, y'all. I'm in the basement. That's a whole nother. I got this video playing in the background. So I was watching Dr. Cornell West on 19 Keys. I might turn it off though, because my Wi-Fi. I might need to turn it off. Let me turn it off. Hold up. I just like it better because you can see my TV. Hold on, turn it off. You can kind of see my TV. So I'm like, let me just leave the video on. You can see the TV. And I kind of don't want y'all to see that. I don't really like where that look right there. I might take that shit off, honestly. But I like the way this looks though. Let's keep that like that. That's good. That's good. This is good. Let me send this to what you call right quick too. Real quick. But how you all? It's good to see you. All right, it's been a while. I know it's been a couple weeks since I've been live. I am in a new room. I told y'all to move. Y'all thought I was lying. Y'all thought I was playing. I'm for real. It is. I'm really in a new room. Okay. I'm in the basement. I'm cold as hell. I got this down. That's why I got this crew neck on. I know it's hot outside. I just spilled water on my crew neck. We're not going to talk about it. But yeah, I'm in the basement, so it's cold as shit's not eat out here. Okay. Think about grabbing the space heater from upstairs, and it's 80 degrees outside. It's cold as shit. It's the weirdest. But y'all know when I start talking, I warm up anyway, so I mess around and take this off. I got something out of this anyways. I put on a jersey. If I do, but yes, new location, baby, new background, new me. Actually, I wanted to get the books in there. Y'all know we gotta keep it intellectual. Yeah. That's not even on my books. That's just some of them. But a little flex, little intellectual flex right there. Little that's crazy. But yeah, we gotta make sure we get the books in the background too, though. But yeah, that's Dr. Cornell West on high level 19 Keys high level podcast. I was watching this. I got maybe 20 minutes into it. I forgot. I ended up skipping to the end because they talk about reparations. We better get into it. I don't know why you waiting to the end, 19. Why the hell you waiting to the end to start talking about reparations? You know that's the first thing you wanted to hear. Damn, so you gonna make sure you watch this damn interview. But yeah. So I didn't fast forward. It played. I was doing other things while I was playing. And then when I walked back in the room, it was towards the end of the interview, and I heard him talk about reparations. I just went back and kind of listened to it a little bit. So yeah, but hello to Tyrone, Foundation of Black American. Alanda, James, how y'all doing? Hey, King League, shout out to the Mahas. I appreciate y'all still hanging in there, even though I ain't been on here. I appreciate you. Y'all some real ones rocking the realest. Okay. Matter of fact, let me start with that. We can start with Kamala and all this other bullshit right here, because I don't really got nothing to update y'all on. Y'all, I moved them here, new place. We about to get into it. I'm gonna start recording. Whatever. I got other shit going on this week, but I'm back. Okay, I'm back. We about to get back on it. Okay. But let's get into some things because it's been a couple weeks and I done missed out on so much. I went live the other day and I was like, yeah, it's a lot of stuff I wanted to talk about, but like I said, I've been moving and shit, so I really ain't had the time to sit here and talk about it for real like I wanted to, but now I do, baby. So we up in this thing. All right, so let me talk about this right quick. Just because he's in the background. Shout out to Dr. Cornell West. I got to go back and watch this full interview. I also have to go and look up his agendas. Because from what I know of, I don't know too much about Dr. Cornell West. I know certain things, I've heard certain critiques. But point is, he is running for president. He is the only black man on the ballot running for president. He is, I think, third party independent. And I'm interested, to say the least. I'm a little interested. I'm gonna go look into his agenda. Maybe I'll do another live, or I'll do a video, actual recorded video about that when I look into his policy, like his policies or whatever what he's pushing. But they did touch on reparations at the end of this. Let me see. I just sent myself a couple notes because I'm not about to play a clip from there. Basically, from what I got, he said he's definitely for reparations. Was actually, I heard him say in another interview, he said he's for reparations. He actually said he's on the reparations committee or something like that. He's been on the reparations committee for a minute. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. The super stickers. You all appreciate it. I appreciate y'all. Both of y'all. Alpha Male Pimp. Okay. Alpha Male Pimp Network is crazy. I appreciate y'all. But yeah, he's for reparations. He said Black Americans should get at least $250,000. I wish they would have got a little more specific. I mean, I gotta watch the interview again because maybe they had already got specific. He did say Black Americans, 19 keys, but I need to make sure he's talking about foundational Black Americans. Y'all know how we do, okay? So yeah, hopefully it's lineage based, okay, for what he's supporting. But he said $250,000 minimum for reparations would sound cool, but I'm like, it really should be like $1 million. I don't know. Like, I ain't gonna do the numbers, but 250 sound a little low. I'm just saying, for minimum. I mean, but he said that's minimum though, so he's probably trying to go for more than that. But 250 is a little too low for me. I'm just saying, this is supposed to be. The check, you know, I'm a little hefty. 500,000. I'm just. But the fact that he's putting that out there, I'm rocking with that. That's what's up. Okay, it's more than what any of the other fucking candidates are doing, so I'm rocking with that. And he says, no, he's not for any more studies. He said, we don't need to do no more studies, okay? We done had enough studies and committees about what the hell had happened, baby. We know what happened. We know what's owed. We need to get on executing what needs to be done, okay? So I'm all for that. That sounds really good. And he said we need an executive order. So that's what's up. But he does do the whole, and that's where the critiques come in. You know, he's like kind of like a, what is it? What would you call it? A socialist? Or I know he said he's an abolitionist, but he's, you know, for the people type guy. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like let me not misspeak, but he's for the people. Okay, so he's not for just Black people, but he's for poor people and, you know, etc. etc. Okay, he's for basically anybody that's under the system of oppression. Okay, which is cool, but also that right there can get a little, you know, watered down when you got that type of ideology. It can get a little watered down because, you know, you start putting, everybody getting oppressed, everybody need justice, everybody. It's like, let's focus on us. We don't want to, everybody else can follow up, but let's focus on, okay. So, I mean, shout out to the brother. I'm gonna look into his pods. Like I said, I'll probably do another video or at least talk about it again, maybe on my next live after I go look into it. But yeah, I wasn't really feeling that part. I ain't gonna hold you. That's the part that kind of is like, you know, they slide shit like that in it to kind of water down what really needs to be focused on, which is Black Americans. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna just be real. I don't really see him winning. You know, y'all know he might get the popular vote, even if we did go out and vote for him. We might get a popular vote, but I don't see no damn electoral college put that nigga in office. I'm just like, it's a little unrealistic, but we'll see. You know, maybe that's the candidate we need to be out here voting for. Because I'll tell you who it ain't. I tell you who it damn sure ain't. Kamala Harris. Let's get into it. It damn sure ain't Kamala Harris. Now, Kamala has came into the race. Joe Biden just fucking disappeared. I don't even know what this nigga ain't. This nigga popped up in a damn at her rally. Oh, he didn't pop up at a rally. I really ain't seen him, but he popped up in a rally in a voice. What's up, Five? I see you. And you said I said you're live. I remember you this time, Five. I remembered you. Okay. Yeah. But he popped up at like he sent like a voice message to her, one of her rallies, like basically congratulating her. It was kind of weird. It was giving. I'm gonna just play a little part of it because it's really, but in low key was giving me like kind of giving me AI. I'm like, did this nigga fuck around and die? This nigga fuck around and die. If this man died and they try to stretch this shit out. They trying to just stretch it out until they fuck around got a robot walking around acting like he's damn Biden. This is egregious. It was weird. Like, why wouldn't he be there? They saying he's sick. He gets sick out of nowhere or something. It's very weird how he did this. Let me see. Where's this at?
We've got a great. I think we made the right decision. I know how hard you've worked, how many sacrifices you made, and so many of you uprooted your lives for me, and the kind of commitment few people make for any.
Where's First of all, when did he start speaking so clear? Did y'all hear what I'm saying? Did y'all hear what I'm hearing? Do y'all hear what I'm hearing? Like, this is not Joe Biden. This is AI Joe Biden.
Anything these days, but you made it. And I've been honored and humbled. I mean, this is from the bottom of my heart. My word is a Biden, that for all you've done for me and my family. And we've
right, he's speaking way too clear. I ain't never heard this nigga speak this clear. In the last 4 years, I ain't never heard that man speak that clear. There's no way. 10-4 body call which one. That nigga ain't. They had to clone that nigga. This nigga gotta be on damn Jeffrey Epstein's island or something somewhere chilling. Because ain't no way in the hell that's that nigga speaking. There's no way. I just don't believe it. There's no way. It don't even sound like him. So I don't know. He didn't up and disappeared. But he's still actively the president, unfortunately. Let me not say unfortunately, because I definitely don't want Kamala his ass fuck around and die. Kamala get up there. I don't even want that. I don't even want that to happen. We don't need that type of transition. Okay, no. Let's make it to the elections. All right, see what type of bullshit these white supremacists got up their sleeve. For real. I'm for sure not trying to see him die and Kamala be replaced. So, but that might have been what happened, because this nigga real life just disappeared. Let me see. So yeah, Kamala, they've been going around. They've been going around campaigning campaigning for Kamala since she's announced her run as the candidate, as the Democratic candidate, and the Democrats have officially like chosen her. I know for a second it was like I think Obama hadn't even endorsed her. Now Obama called her, Michelle. They didn't have the phone call. That was probably AI too. Let's just be real. I don't trust none of this shit. But they called her and was like, "Congratulations, we can't wait." I think Michelle said something specific like, "You're the." What did she call her? You're the you're about to make historic change. It was like something. I forgot. The way she worded it though was a little but yeah, both of them called and basically gave their public approval or endorsement of her. Okay. Now they said that she raised $81 million in 24 hours. They had a bunch of black women on a Zoom call talking about, oh yeah, they was campaigning for her. Please don't believe that. Hey, black people ain't raised this fucking money. We know who got their hands in her pocket. We know who funded this lady. She supported Israel. Let's be real. We know how the fuck you raise. Ain't no way in the hell black Americans raised no damn $8 million for your ass. 80 million, my mistake. 80 million for your ass in the last 24 hours. Didn't happen. I don't believe it. It's bullshit. I'm sorry. But they're trying to say like we had a big income. It was black women. Black women are the one that's going to get Kamala elected and yada yada yada. So and also at the same time condemning black men for not falling for the BS. Okay, because on the other side of that, there's a lot of black women foolish, ignorant, some of them coonish, some of them bad witches. Pay attention. Advocating for Kamala Harris. On the flip side of that, yeah, some Negroes, some men that's out here doing that as well, but it's a lot more blatant that black men ain't going for that shit. Okay, let me just say that. There's a lot of black men on Twitter that's like, it's to the point where there's even black men condemning other black men. Like I forgot, it was a couple tweets that had popped up. It's like, oh my gosh, black. It was one specifically by somebody. Who was the guy that tweeted that? I think he had some sort of following, but he was like, yeah, black men, black women, black people, they see us trying to drag down a black woman who's overqualified. I don't know where the fuck this came from. The last 4 years, I ain't never heard y'all say this bitch was overqualified. Now, all of a sudden, she's overqualified. It's putting me through the ringer. I don't understand it. It's coming out of nowhere. Literally, the propaganda is so heavy because when the fuck was she overqualified? Please let me know. When she was running, nobody in their mama was saying that she was overqualified. Now, all of a sudden, she's the only black woman in the race. She's overqualified. She's more qualified than a nigga who actually was president. You telling me this bitch is more qualified than a nigga that was president? He was actually president. He was actually elected for 4 years. He actually ran again after that. He lost. But you telling me, it's just the argument, the reaching, the damn, when I say it's been annoying, it was annoying my soul. It was so irritating to me to see some of these Negroes fall so easily for this propaganda. And also kind of heartbreaking because I'm like, damn, come on now. This is just so obvious that they trying to play us. It's so obvious that they trying to pander. It's so obvious that this is a grift. It's so obvious. Like, why are we doing doing this. She's overqualified, babe. Whatever. Okay. So yeah, they're trying to push her. They're trying to push her now. She's at the forefront. You got people like what's her name? You got a bunch of celebrities trying to advocate for her. But I will say, low key, if I think the oversaturation of propaganda to try to show support for her is because it's kind of blatant that so many Black people don't really rock with her. Like, I think that, like, they see that, okay? The government, CIA, people in control of media, they see the blatant, like, kind of like disrespect, you know, or like, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think, I don't know, I can't think of the word, but they see that we blatantly are not really going for, like, hopping on a Kamala band, like, in everyday life. Online, it's blowing me seeing all these Black people, and it is not just to say these are bots, because it is some real, I follow some Black people. I got family. I'm in a group chat with some of my cousins. Some Black people really fucking with Kamala. Some Black people really feel like Kamala is the only choice or the best choice, okay? But even talking to Black people in real life as well, and online, it's so fucking blatant that we don't rock with her. Like, it's so many, outside of just Black men, there's so many of us that's like, what? Kamala? Hell no. That ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. It's just, it's not gonna work, okay? And so, yeah, you know, and shout out to some of the celebrities that's on Coast. Shout out to Eddie Griffin. Shout out to Waka Flocka, Flame. Shout out to him. Shout out to, who else? Ray Shrimmer. Shout out to, I got to shout out some of these people because I love to see it, okay? Especially when it's this close to the election and it's this much propaganda and it's this much backlash. Because mind you, these brothers have gotten some backlash from some of their stances as well. You know, they don't have to come, they can just say nothing and just not support. But the fact that they coming out like, y'all, come on, y'all. Like, come on. Like, I think Ray Shrimmer tweeted, he was like, y'all, they sent like millions of dollars over to Ukraine. They using our tax dollars. Like, all this money they sending over there and they can't even spend no money on us. They can, and it's like, the brother's making sense. But he got a lot of people was giving him backlash for that, although he's making dollars and cents, like, seriously, you know what I'm saying? All he's doing is thinking logically, like, y'all, why would we, this bitch she's been VP for 4 years, why are we acting like she's about to get in this office and do something different? Look what she's done over the past 4 years. Why are we talking about, like, what are we talking about here? So shout out to them people. It's a couple more. Also, it's slipping my brain, but it's a couple celebrities that I've seen that's like, okay, y'all don't go. I'm rocking with that. I'm rocking with y'all, you don't go. Okay, some of you Negroes is this rocking with Kamala. Okay, Megan Thee Stallion, I think it was just announced. Matter of fact, Megan Thee Stallion, it was just announced that she's going to be performing. What is this? Reportedly, I'm sorry, allegedly. Let's say that. She'll join Kamala Harris for a rally on July 30th in Atlanta. July 30th is tomorrow, so I guess we'll see about that, huh? If she'll be there. So yeah, if she do that, that ain't a good look. But I wouldn't be surprised because she's also done some work for the Dems before, if I'm not mistaken. I think what was it that she did? I feel like, I don't know. I can't remember, but it's her, Cardi B. They didn't did shit for the Democrats before, so I'm not surprised if either one of them started endorsing her, to be honest. They be on the whole female empowerment, feminist BS. So she's the first woman, not Black woman. Please, we gotta stop saying that. She's not a Black woman. Don't put that on her jacket. She is not that. She didn't even want it on her jacket prior to 4 years ago. So please, don't put that on that woman jacket. She ain't no damn Black woman, but she would be the first woman, first female president. And so yeah, all the feminists is going to line up behind that. A couple of them too is going on the other side, which is Trump. And I'm not for the white supremacists. I'm not for, like, even if you are going to vote for Trump, I'm not for you out here campaigning for Trump. Let's not get coonish. All right. Let's not sit here act like this nigga's not a still a white supremacist. I'm not about to get up here Amber Rose talking about some, oh yeah, my white zaddy told me that this other white zaddy is not racist. And I did my research and I found my people. Like, girl, get the fuck out of here. She's a grifter. That bitch she about to flip and do some other shit anyway. This is just something, this is a good come up for her right now. This conservative nonsense, okay? Or Republican nonsense more so. But yeah. So yeah, I'm not for that. I'm not for the sexy reds talking about make sexy great again. I'm not make America sexy again. That's the subliminal support for MAGA too. I'm not with her. I'm not in. All right, just because I ain't one side don't mean I'm with the other. I ain't with neither one of these. Like, two sides of white supremacy. We got to make that clear, okay? So yeah, even if you're looking at it like that, like don't get up here cooning for these crap. Don't get up here cooning for these white people, man. Don't do that. Okay, get up here talking about some Trump. Okay, Trump and nothing. Okay, Trump was president. Okay, let's look at his record. Okay, what he done? I'm just saying. So slow your roll before you just jump ship and go to the other one. Okay. But yeah, it's a lot of black people not fucking Kamala. I don't see her winning the popular vote. I don't know if she's gonna win presidency. I really don't think she is, honestly. I kind of see Trump winning, but you never know with America. I feel like if she won, it would be chaos. So it would kind of be like a civil war type thing going on. So that might be the direction they want to go in. We'll see. But I definitely don't see her winning the popular vote. I don't think most black people is really rocking with Kamala. Not enough of us for her to get, for us to make her win the popular vote. I don't think so, for real. She's too much. It's just too obvious that she's pandering. It's way too obvious. Thank you. Fact, the only people who've insulted me for supporting Kamala is Democratic supporters. Insulted me for not supporting Kamala. Oh yeah, for not supporting Kamala is Democratic. Yeah, for real. Like I'm trying to tell you, even I've had black people tell me they vote for Trump. I wasn't like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? Or like, I'm not voting for Kamala. I might vote for Trump. Or I don't know who I'm going for. I wasn't out here like condemning people for that. Like, it is what it is. But I'm not for neither one of them. Because neither one of them got nothing going on for us. You know you feel me? But I will say those who say they vote for Trump seem to be more logical. I'm gonna just say that. Like the people that say they vote for Trump, the black people that I've heard say they vote for Trump is on some, well, I'm gonna benefit more from Trump. At least it's that. The people that say they're going for Kamala, I'm trying to tell you, the only reason these people are going for Kamala is because they think Trump is worse. That's fucking illogical. I can't rock with that. That's what I'm like. I mean, if you gonna say you rock with Trump, I mean, okay, cool. Whatever, because you think you can get money, your business is gonna do better. You think you're going to benefit. Okay. You don't want the immigrants here. Okay, I mean illegals here. Okay, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Like certain things that make sense. You talk to people who are not necessarily Trump supporters, but it's like I'm not voting for Kamala, so I'm gonna go with Trump. They make a little more sense. All right, but the people that vote for Kamala, oh my God, she's the first black woman. Oh my God, oh my God, Trump is a racist and he's a sexist, and I just can't vote for him. Okay, baby, we got to get past that. The ancestors wanted to vote for us to vote, so I got to vote for somebody, and it can't be a racist white man. Okay, all right, okay. So we ain't gonna vote for the racist white man, but you gonna gladly skip your ass over to the racist brown woman. That's fine. Look, if that makes you feel better, I guess. If that really was what makes you feel better, but Brady, I promise you, she ain't much better than him. She's the sheep and wolf. She's the wolf in sheepskin, and he's the wolf. It's really just that fucking simple, to be honest. But yeah, here we are with it. But I feel like it was something else about Kamala though that I wanted to say. There's something else just happened with her. No, not really. She did come out with Beyonce's song "Pandering Egregious." I don't really care about that though. Whatever, we'll move on. Real quick, condolences to the sister's family. Let me pull her picture up right quick. This actress just passed. Erica Ash passes away at age 46. I know her from like Scary Movie, from Survivor's Remorse. What is this in here? Something called In Contempt. I don't think I've seen that before, but that's what she said. That's what they said she's known for. But she was only 46, and apparently she was battling cancer. So many condolences to her family. That's really sad. That's a bruise. She was a comedic actress. She was kind of funny. She did have some. I think in like a couple. I feel like Scary Movie, maybe she was kind of funny, maybe. But I know in Survivor's Remorse, she was actually kind of funny. I actually liked her in that show. So yeah, shout out, condolences to her. That was just unexpected, honestly. That's crazy as hell. She was only 46. That's insane. It's really sad. Scamla is more of an enemy towards us to try to tell you black people, bro. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. And her website doesn't have any policies on it. Of course it doesn't. But y'all should go look into Dr. Cornell West's though, because I haven't seen his. So we'll see about his. I don't know. We'll see about it. We'll see. I'm gonna look into it. We're gonna see. But let's see. I gotta talk about this. Sonia Massie. Now I've been waiting to talk about Sonia Massie. Many condolences to her family. Many condolences. That is so egregious. Rest in peace to that woman for real. That black woman for real. That was it. Her story is outrageous. Hold on. Let me pull up her article right quick. Let me make sure I pull up her article. Yes. I think I got a couple because this one is this happened like a week ago. So I think I got an older article and a newer one, but let's pull up the first one, see what it's talking about. I think this might just explain what happened. Illinois police release body cam. I can't show the body cam footage. Video of fatal shooting of a black woman. So this is, I could show some of it. I can show some of it. I don't think I want to, though, to be honest. Should I show some of it? I don't really think I should, to be honest. I feel like we all have seen it. I definitely don't want to see her get a shot. Let's read the article. Let's see. The 36-minute video released via the Illinois State Police includes body cam footage from each of the two Sangamon County sheriff's deputies who responded to Massey's house after midnight on July 6th, after Massey called 911 to report a possible prowler at her home in Springfield, according to the court document filed by police. Now I'm getting hot. Sorry, y'all. In the footage, Deputy Sean Grayson and another deputy speak calmly with Massey in her home when she goes to the stove to turn off the pot of boiling water. She then picks up the pot, and the other deputy steps back away away from your hot steaming water. He says, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." She says in response, "Huh?" I feel like they kind of oversimplifying this. This ain't it. Let me say what happened. I don't like the way they kind of. Oh, this CNN. CNN be on some bullshit, I think. I don't really like how they kind of speeding through this, like, oh, she picked up the pot of water. No, that ain't what happened. Wait a minute. That ain't what happened. They on bullshit. This ain't it. What really happened was, when they initially come to the door, let's play a little bit of this. When they initially come to the door, they talking about they was speaking calmly. When I first seen this body cam footage, I'm like, don't do it. Should I not play it? Okay, I'll just talk about it. When I first seen this body cam footage, I immediately thought, this is weird. Why does this feel like there's more to this conversation than what's being said? There's some underlying context to this conversation. When the officer first walks up, he's like, "Oh yeah, are you doing well mentally?" Why are you asking somebody if they're doing well mentally if they just called you about an intruder in their backyard? What the fuck does me got to do? Nigga, no, I'm not doing well mentally. I think it's somebody trying to break in my house. What the hell are we talking about? And even if I was, what does that have to do with anything? So it's already like red flags. After that, a little bit after that, further into the conversation, while they're still standing outside, Sonia Massie says specifically, "Please don't hurt me." And the officer's like, "Oh, we're not going to hurt you." But why would she say something like that? Why is she concerned about them hurting her if she thinks it's a fucking intruder in her backyard? Something else is going on. Something else going on with this story. Something's weird. Something is up. Then they go in the house. They asking her for her driver's license. She can't find her. Why the fuck do you need a driver's license if she's in her home? She called you to see if somebody was trying to intrude on her home, and you asked her for a driver's license? Weird. Just very, very, very odd and out of order behavior. Okay. The boiling water. She had a pot of boiling water on. The officer tells her, go turn off the boiling water. He instructs her. She don't just get up. I don't like how they just say, "Oh, she just got up in the boiling water." You see, this is what these white supremacists do. That's how they like to twist and turn, which is why you got to do your own damn research. Go look at that damn body cam footage. He instructs her to go turn off the water. She turns off the water, picks up the pot, and then they don't even put in here. They just says, away from your hot steaming water. This just says she picks up the pot, and then the officer says, "Oh," he steps back and says, "I'm stepping away." So they're trying to insinuate, "Oh yeah, she just walked over there. She just walked over there just because, picked up the bowl of water and was holding it like maybe in a weird way or like in a threatening way." And he said, "Oh yeah, I'm going to step away from your house." Like, that's bullshit. That's not how it happened. Look at the body cam footage. Again, go back and look at the body cam. That is not what the fuck happened. He told her to go over there. She goes over there. She picks up the water. The officer says, this is when the officer says, when he steps back, and she says, "Why are you moving?" He doesn't just say, "Oh," and they don't put this part in here either. Go watch the body cam footage if you haven't. He says, "Why?" She says, what are you doing? Like, why are you backing up? And he's like, "Oh, I'm backing away from your boiling hot water." Mind you, he just told her to go over there. So why the fuck are you backing up after she wasn't even thinking about the damn water? He could have went over there and turned the damn stove on, to be honest. For real. But you allowed her, instructed her to go over there, to pick up that damn pot of boiling water, to turn it off, just for you to step back and act like, oh yeah, she's about to do something. She just put a weapon in her hand. What? Okay. So she's like, what? And that's what makes her, I think she's not even talking to this officer who says I'm about to step back from your pot of boiling water. She says it to the other officer, Sean Grayson. It's two officers. Sean Grayson is not the one that told her to I don't believe he's the one that told her. No, he is the one that told her that. But she's talking to the other officer when she says, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I think the first time. Then she says it, he's like, what? And she says it again, and he's like, put down the pot of boiling water. Mind you, the water is not in her hands. At this point, the water is on the fucking stove. The water's on the stove. I'll shoot you in the face. The water's on the stove. You can literally see her, the mittens on her hand. Her hand's in the air. And he has a gun pointed at her face. And then proceeds to shoot her 3 times. So that's essentially what happens. That's a better summary of what happened with this bullshit ass story they got on CNN. That ain't it. Let me just click off some energy. That just pissed me off. Honestly, they didn't try to flip the story like that. Y'all gonna really try to. I'm not stupid. Y'all not about to sit here and try to finesse me. Okay, act like that ain't the fucking story. Let me go to another article right quick. I ain't feeling that. That just kind of pissed me off. I didn't read that. Oh Lord, I got another CNN fucking up. I got another CNN article up here. Great. I gotta start paying attention to these articles I pull up. I just be trying to click real fast, read through it right quick to see if it has certain information, and then go ahead. But let's try this one. Let's try this one. I didn't like that first one at all. But that's essentially what happened. Okay. So now this is about the deputy who killed Sonia Massie. Who was removed from the army. He had DUIs, and he needed a high stress decision classes. Now, right now, I think he's charged. If I'm not mistaken, I think they'll say it in here. What they say it in here? I believe he's charged right now with first degree murder. I think he has like 3 charges of first degree murder, if I'm not mistaken, and he has like mishandling. Let me see if they got the charges in here. He definitely got charged though. Let me see. Years before sheriff, he also failed to obey a command while working on another sheriff. Hold up, is this only about? Let me see some. Grayson 30 was indicted at a grand jury last week. Okay, and there we go. It was indicted by a grand jury last week on 3 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count each of aggravated battery with a firearm and official misconduct. Now, I think he should be charged with a hate crime. I think he should be charged with a hate crime. Now, although, and this is the narrative I like, because although I do believe there's more to this story, which we're gonna get into, I'm gonna pull up a video of a brother doing a good little breakdown on it. But although I know, honestly, there's something more to this story, we're not going to ignore the racial factor. We're not going to skip over that. I don't like that. I like the fact that he was charged with first-degree murder, but at the same time, and then he's actually locked up, or was locked up. Did he get bail? Was indicted. He has pleaded not guilty and was denied pre-trial release. Okay, cool. So he's being held. Okay, good. But he's pleading not guilty. Egregious. So although I know that there's more to this story, we're not going to ignore the racial aspect. We have got to get on these officer asses with these hate crimes. Okay, because that's essentially what these are. These white supremacists, these are white supremacist race soldiers. Let's just be real. We got to keep it a bean. We got to be honest with the language. That was a fucking hate crime. So that's what I feel like. They need to throw that on the table. They need to throw that on the table too. Don't just leave that out. Okay, murder is one thing, but a hate crime, we need to put that on top of it. We need to double down on that sentencing. Okay. Shout out to the super chat. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Live from NYC. Them devils were about 15 to 20 feet away with the counter between them. Exactly. She couldn't even throw that water. She couldn't even throw that water at distance, and she had her hands up when the cops pointed to her gun. Yes, absolutely. She was not a threat, even. And this is what I don't like either, because let me reel it back. Because I just seen some coonish Negroes on these internet streets. We're gonna get into that in a second. But yeah, absolutely, she was no threat. Even if she was going to throw the water, baby, they would have lived. You would have had a little burn. Oh, ow, what? Then what? What the fuck was she gonna do? Throw the fucking pot at you afterwards? You wasn't gonna die. Even if the water would have hit your head, you literally were not gonna die. You were going to be fine. She didn't have a knife. She didn't have a gun. She was no threat to your life. Maybe a threat to your skin with the water. That's it. And she wasn't even that, because her intention was never to throw the fucking water. So I don't even want to put that out there. But even if she was, there is no justification for shooting her 3 times in the fucking head. 3 times, and I don't know if y'all watched the full body cam footage, but the body cam footage from afterwards, where he's calling her a crazy bitch, he comes in and says, oh, he has this medical equipment. He's like, oh, I don't even want to waste my medical. I'm not going to even waste my equipment on her. And she's bleeding out on the damn floor. And you have the nerve. So we're not going to ignore the racial aspect. That's white supremacy right there. He didn't do that because, the other, solely because of anything else going on underneath, what I'm saying, the situation that happened. That was because that was a black woman. He didn't give a fuck about a black woman dying, bleeding out on the floor. He didn't give a fuck about a black woman getting shot in the face and not getting help. He didn't care about that. So we definitely have to put that at the forefront. I don't like people trying to take that narrative away like this is just something like, no, that's a hate crime. So we need to make sure that's clear. Let's see. As more details emerge about Grace's DUIs and previously documented incidents from the military and law enforcement, Massey's family members are tormented. They have one nagging question. Their attorney Crump, of course, is the representation for her. Attorney Crump got, got his critiques. But yeah, he's representing the family. Why was he even on the sheriff's department in the first place? Absolutely. So let me just read a little bit about his history. Grayson previously served in the U.S. Army, but was discharged due to misconduct, a serious offense. Now, just based off that, because a lot of the times with these white supremacists, and I think that's probably purposely done, a lot of these times it's some ex-Marine, ex-Navy, ex-Army, something like that. And they got put out, they either got discharged or they had to go home because of some sort of PTSD. Like, it's something. Like, it's always something. Like, I don't understand why they keep putting these people back in these positions. If he literally was discharged due to misconduct in the fucking army, what do you think he would get on a police force and do any different? So he shouldn't have been qualified. Absolutely, the family is absolutely justified in asking the question, why was he even on a police force to begin with? I tell you why, because he's a white supremacist and the white supremacists went over there and hired his ass. But according to a Department of Defense document included in Grayson's personal file during his time at the Kincaid Police Department in Illinois, the personnel file was obtained by CNN. Okay, let me see. The document says Grayson was separated from the Army under a general discharge after he served as a private first class at Fort Riley in Kansas. The file did not detail the alleged misconduct. Of course, they don't want to expose them. Of course. It was probably something egregious, though. Sean P. Grayson was a 91B. Let me see. Grayson was in Kincaid police force for only 3 months before he was let go. Wow. So he was in another police department before he was only there for 3 months before he was let go because he refused to live within a 10-mile radius. Okay. Court records also show Grayson was charged with two DUI misdemeanor offenses in Illinois. One in 2015 and one in 2016. The first incident occurred in 2015. Grayson's vehicle was impounded after he was In 2016, Grayson was charged with another DUI. He was pleaded guilty and paid more than $2,400 in fines. Grayson acknowledged the DUI charges and Okay, yeah. It's not like he shouldn't have been an officer to begin with. Let me see what else is up here. He needed to take high stress decision-making classes. Grayson worked at 6 Illinois law enforcement agencies since 2020, records show. 6? He worked at 6 Illinois law enforcement agencies? How the fuck did he jump around from 6 different agencies in the matter of 4 years? What? He started working part-time with Pawnee Police in August 2020, followed by the Kincaid, I don't know how to pronounce that right. This might correct me if I'm wrong, and Vernon Police Departments. Then he started working full-time with Auburn Police, the Logan County Sheriff's Office, and finally Sangamon County Sheriff's Office in May. That's the last one. That's where he that was his last place in point. A review of his employment records from the Auburn Police Department indicates why Grayson said he left previous positions. In some cases, he wanted to work full time, but only get part-time hours. In other cases, he said he didn't want to move. While Grayson did not appear to have any disciplinary issues while he was an Auburn police officer, records showed that the Logan County officer said that he needed to take high-stress decision-making classes. The recommendation came after Grayson failed to slow down after his boss called off a vehicle pursuit. Grayson was driving about 110 miles per hour before striking a deer. Wow, the records show. Okay, gotcha. Okay, and even though they say that he don't have any disciplinary records, they protect their people. So yeah, he might not have anything on record, but that don't mean he wasn't out there doing nothing wrong. That don't mean he wasn't out there making false arrests. That don't mean he wasn't out there. That don't mean he wasn't out there doing shit. I'm just saying that does not mean he wasn't out here terrorizing people. Okay, in general, black people to be more specific. That does not mean okay. So I really don't give a damn if he ain't got no disciplinary actions on hand. This case shows me enough. He probably done got away with some shit before this. Let's just be real, because he thought he was about to get away with this. He went out. He was blatant. He was blatant right after he killed. He had no remorse right after he killed this woman. He wouldn't even waste his damn health kit on her, literally. So I very much doubt that this is the first time something like this happened. Okay, I very much doubt, but I digress. The recommendation came after Grayson failed to slow down. Deputy Grayson pursued the truck through something. Okay, I don't really need all the details about that. Let me see. It was not immediately clear if Grayson followed through with this recommendation. It was not immediately clear if Grayson followed through with those recommendations. He resigned from the Logan County Sheriff's Office in April 2023. The next month, he joined the Sheriff's Office in Sangamon County, where he would later have a fatal encounter with Massey. Right. So yeah. It sounds like they protected him, because the fact that he was able to just resign from there and go straight to another, from 6, how is that not a red flag? 6 of them? And you telling me he's just jumping around, because he couldn't get part-time. He didn't want to live that far. Nigga, that sounds like a coincidence to me. It sounds like a cover-up to me. That sounds like a cover-up. It sounds like somebody protected his ass to me. And let's get into it, because like I said, it's more to this than what meets the eye. Let's get into it. Let me play this video right quick. Because it's something. He definitely being protected in some way. But some way, shape, out. We about to see. Let me see something. Let me play this right quick. Wait a minute. Shout out to this brother who made this TikTok. I am seriously interested in this information he brought up, but let's see what he had to say.
It's starting to leak out in the cracks of this Sonia Massie story. Huh? Information is starting to leak out in the cracks of this Sonia Massie story. So I've been in these streets, and I've been trying to do my homework. I've been Googling and everything. So I looked up who Sean Grayson's wife was, because she kept coming up a lot. Her name is Isabel Butterfield. Yeah. Did y'all look her up? Isabel Butterfield daddy, guess who he is? Isabel Butterfield daddy is Scott Butterfield. Huh? Scott Butterfield used to be a chief deputy of the sheriff department.
So who protected him? His wife's daddy used to be a chief deputy at a sheriff's department, at the sheriff's department. Oh, so he don't got no disciplinary actions. Oh, okay. Oh, he was just able to flip around from here to here to here. Oh, okay. Got you. I got you. Okay. See why he might not have nothing on his record. I see why he ain't got that much on his record if he got connections like that. His wife is okay. All right, let's see.
Guess what Sean work at? Huh? Did you get Sean a job? Inquiring minds want to know. Now, that's not the only crazy thing. I looked up Isabel Butterfield and Sean Grayson, and guess what I found? They just got married October the 19th, 2024. Why? Because this is their registry list. I also found their Target registry list, and I ain't gonna lie, something a little fishy here. You mean to tell me that you're gonna pay $50 for a set of Harrington flatware, but you're gonna pay $32.99 only for a damn toaster? And why the hell you got 2 cake mixing bowls on your damn registry? Who you think you is? A goddamn Anita Baker? We also did a little bit more digging and found out where Isabel Butterfield works. And y'all ain't gonna believe this. I started doing some digging and I realized y'all said that Sonya had on a hospital bracelet. I looked up the closest place where she could have got medical care to her house, an 8-minute drive away. And guess what we ended up at? Capital Community Health Center. And guess who worked there? Isabel Butterfield.
Now, ain't that a hell of a coincidence? Is that a coincidence? Is that a coincidence that she just so happened to be at the hospital where this officer who killed her wife works at? Is that a coincidence? That's a small ass world, ain't it? I don't believe in coincidence. So that's a damn sarcastic question. If you know, now you know. If you don't know, now you know. But that's interesting, to say the least. Let him continue.
Now, the reason this got me thinking is because I remember when this cop first walked up to the door, he said,
"You doing all right mentally?"
Yes.
Sure. Right. Why would he ask her that just out the clear blue? And another thing that's kind of getting me.
Or did his wife let him know some of her medical records or her medical history? Is that why he asked? Why would she release that information?
If she be up here in the mind, and this is just me now, this is nowhere else in TikTok, but I just want y'all to listen and hear me out. I'm thinking from the perspective of calling the police. If I called the police, why wouldn't I be dressed already? Now I know y'all don't know where I'm going with this. Could it be that something happened allegedly between Isabel Butterfield and Sonia Massie at that place, and she left and went home because she didn't even take the bracelet off? When she left and went home, could it possibly be that the police actually, especially Sean Grayson, who I'm talking about, actually caused the situation in the backyard, and then they took the call, which is why she didn't even have a chance to get clothes on? Because if I heard something in the driveway, wouldn't you automatically get dressed and at least try to be prepared just in case they try to come in the house?
Now, I do want to see that. I think he made a great point right there, because I do want to see the call times. I think that's a great fucking point. That's a great point. Because if they did do that, they absolutely could have had time to go rummaging around just to make her seem suspicious, call the police, and just so happen to be in that area so they could take that call. I mean, I'm just saying. I think he brings up a great point. The only critique I would have is the getting dressed thing, because if you do think somebody breaking into your house, I don't know. I feel like if somebody breaks into my house and I call the police, changing my clothes ain't really gonna be a priority for me. I don't think, like the last thing I want to do is, somebody coming breaking into my motherfucking house and I'm butt ass naked because I'm trying to change my clothes to the police on the way. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm taking off my shirt. Like I'm thinking about other more egregious shit. Just think about it coming here and do something to me. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be thinking about. I don't know about that part, but I will say I think he makes a great point about that call. I do want to see the calls for sure and how fast it took them to get over there, because if it took them, they was over there real speedy, real quick. I mean, how you get over there so fast? Why are you so prompt to get over there? I believe that's very much possible.
Wait a minute now. Y'all heard it here first. Something fishy is going on. All I'm saying is that Springfield, Illinois police need to look up the average call time, the average response time in the area, and then look up the response time of how fast Sean Grayson got there. This is really something that's coming together, and I think y'all need to look into this. Okay? So we're gonna stay abreast of this, but this is just a theory. Well, brother, it's a great theory. I think that's something we should look into. You said they didn't release the 911 call. Yeah, why don't they do that? Why don't they release the 911 call? Let's see that. Let's see them do that. Let's see them. I want to hear the 911 call, and then I want to see how long it took them to respond. How long did it take them to get over there? Let's see, because if it was a little prompt, it was a little quick, although we would love to assume that they was just trying to get there as fast as they could so they could serve justice, so they could protect this woman. We would love to believe that, wouldn't we? But we all know the real reality is that they got over there really quick. If they got over there a little quicker than the average, then there was probably some malintent behind that. Let's just be real. It was probably some other intentions behind why they was rushing the fuck over there, other than an intruder in her backyard. The brother makes a good point. And the brother makes an awesome point. Okay, I had to bring that up because I haven't seen anybody bring that up yet. Now, what is this? New deals of work history. What is this? Hold up, I said this to myself. Oh, I think. Oh yeah, Attorney Trump posted this. Let me play this too. Hold up, let me play this.
Details about the former deputy who was fired after the deadly shooting of a Black woman in Illinois. Sonia Massie called 911 saying she suspected a possible intruder outside her home. Body camera video shows deputies responding to Massie's house. Shots were fired after she picked up what appears to be a pot of boiling water from her stove. The family says Massey.
I'm sorry, hold up. I just seen my comments. The sheriffs were there the day before, different officers, but same. Oh, really? And why were they there the day before? What was going on the day before? Do you know that? Can you tell me in the comments? I'd be blessed.
Was unarmed. The former deputy, Sean Grayson, has pleaded not guilty to charges, including first-degree murder. He was arrested and remains in custody. Now, new original reporting from NBC News finds Grayson worked for 6 law enforcement agencies since 2020. That's according to Illinois law enforcement records, and even had his own previous run-ins with the law. NBC News national reporter Janelle Griffith is behind this new reporting. So, Janelle, walk us through what exactly you found out about Grayson's past.
So yes, he actually had pleaded guilty twice to driving under the influence of alcohol, once in 2015 and again in 2016. And one of those times overlapped with one.
Is this the work history? I thought it was something else. I'm sorry. I already read that. I mean, I already talked about that. I don't need to play that again. This is the work history. I already looked at it. Personnel files obtained in the NBC News revealed troubling details about Sean Grayson's work history before he fatally shot Sonia Massie. Grayson admitted to the past alcohol abuse and faced multiple complaints and disciplinary actions. Oh, here, Attorney Crump says he faced multiple complaints and disciplinary actions. Okay, so we be seeing it lying. They was lying motherfuckers anyway. They was lying on the first article. How did he get hired in inside that county anyways? Okay, I had already read that though, so I don't really need to bring that back. One more thing about this though that's very interesting. As well, kind of, I don't know if this is a coincidence either. I ain't gonna, I keep the bottom all down. I keep that bottom if I don't gonna do nothing. But apparently a couple years ago, where's it at? A couple years ago, a family member of Sonia Massie's was killed by the police as well. A young boy named Terrell Miller. He was only 4 years old. So sorry. So many condolences to their family. Oh my God, it's egregious. What's up, Marcus Moore? You late as hell. But so many condolences. That's heartbreakingly. That is just heartbreaking. Okay. To hear something like that, no matter what the circumstances, a 4-year-old is insane. That he had to lose his life for any reason is insane. All right. But let me read just a little bit. And I pulled up this specifically. I'm sorry, y'all. This is just a search engine because there's no mainstream media like articles on it. Like these are not mainstream. Daily Beast, I think that's popular, but I'm talking about like CNN, ABC. They got Yahoo. What is this? Yahoo. But like, CNN, ABC, NBC, they don't have any articles up here about it. I don't think that's no fucking coincidence. Okay. So let me click on this one right here. This first article here. Remembering Terrell Miller, a 4-year-old killed in Macomb. Let's see. Macomb, Illinois. Friends, family, and activists held a rally to support the mother of a 4-year-old boy killed in Macomb in March. Hold up, I do want to see, because I believe this is her cousin. Let me just see if I can find one that's relating it to. This one came out in March. This one came out in March, though. Damn. Now let me just go back to the other one. That's all right. That one came out in March. Let's see. Terrell Miller was shot by a Macomb police officer during a domestic dispute. The boy was used as a human shield by a 57-year-old Anthony George. Oh my God. The same bullet killed both. Jesus Christ. As a shield is insane. April Dawn Smith is a friend of the family and a longtime community member. It really is a hard thing because you're a parent, you've worked with kids. I kind of want to know what happened though. What happened? She remembers Terrell as a sweet kid, who loved trains, Spider-Man. She's everyone called him Turtle because of his big smile. He was a miracle baby. I'm sorry, I'm kind of reading through it, just trying to see. I don't know what happened. How did that happen? Why was he used as a shield? In the month since his passing, this is about what happened. I'm sorry, I don't know what happened. I gotta see what exactly. Hold up, this one's from 6 days ago. Let's see this. Macomb police officers won't face charges in shooting that killed 2-year-old. Oh wow, killed two people, including a 4-year-old. Oh wow, so the officers who killed him won't even face charges. Let's see. Illinois State Attorney's prosecutor has determined that the Macomb police officers involved in a fatal March 16 shooting that killed 2 people, including a 4-year-old Terrell Miller, will not be charged. In a letter to McDonough, whatever. County State's Attorney Matthew Qualcola. Special Prosecutor Jonathan H. said that his office has found no bias for any criminal action or prosecution. Let's see. Hold up. Back on Saturday, March 16th, around 10 p.m., the Macomb Police Department responded to an apartment at the 900 block of North Charles Street of an active domestic violence incident. According to a March 17th press release, police noted blood in a common area of the complex and forcibly entered the unit after hearing screams from the inside. After reviewing body cam footage, evidence, witness interviews, and autopsy reports, ISP findings said police encountered the suspect holding a knife before he ducked out of the officer's view and emerged holding a 4-year-old as a human shield. Police say that the suspect was holding a knife around the child's throat. Oh my God. and another around his waist. Golly, that's egregious. Poor baby. I know he was scared. That's such an egregious way for a child to go. I mean, a child dying in general is just out. It's just egregious. But to die like that is just, oh my God, that's so terrible. ISP says Macomb officer fired one shot that killed both the child and the suspect, who was identified as a 57-year-old Anthony George. So y'all shot? Why the fuck would y'all shoot and he's holding a child? What? He fired one shot that killed both. Why would you shoot though if he has a child in his hand? Who was identified as 57-year-old Anthony George. Let's see. Coroner Eric Jamison told News 8 that there are no relation between the two. Family members came forward later and identified the boy as a 4-year-old Terrell Miller. He's remembered as a sweet kid who loved trains and Spider-Man. He was a miracle baby for his mom, whose members had difficulties getting pregnant. Wow. That is so sad. I think that's him. Oh, he's so cute. That's egregious. That's egregious. But apparently this just happened though. When was this? March? This was just in March. So yeah, I don't believe that's no coincidence either. I don't believe that's no coincidence, especially if she had some connection to this officer or to this police department. I don't believe that's a coincidence. And it happened right before that. Let's see. Or did this happen right after? Maybe she knew something about what happened. I don't know. But I don't believe in coincidences, man. That's egregious though. Condolences to her family to have two such egregious. I mean, to have two people in your family die in such an egregious way and back to back like that within the same year. I could just imagine what her family. I can't. Matter of fact, I can't even imagine what her family is going through. That's just, I mean, that's insanity. That's terrible. Yeah, I hope they get justice. They talking about the officers not getting charged. That don't sound like justice already. That's egregious. But we'll see. We'll see how this unfolds. We will see how this unfolds. Okay. Now, I don't watch the Olympics, but I have been tuning into a couple things. Of course, shout out to my girl Sha'Carri. Shout out to Sha'Carri Richardson. Shout out to her. We love to see it. She out there doing her big one in Paris. Same thing with Simone Biles. Shout out to all the Black American players that's playing for the Olympics. Okay, I know it was speaking of, since I'm just getting on Sonia Massie, Nick Young. He's a basketball player. He was recently on College Hill. He had some criticism for those that was playing on the U.S. team. They like, so they killing us here in America. He's talking about Sonia Massie. So they killing us over here. We really going out and playing for the country. It's like, okay, bro. I'm like, come on. You going? I mean, I get it, but brother, this is not the first case. If that was the case, baby, you should have been saying that during George Floyd, Trayvon Martin, baby. It's been happening. So now you're gonna critique the brothers and sisters out there. Now you're gonna put that on them now, like, oh, you're gonna give them. Come on, bro. Like, I mean, come on. I mean, I don't think that shit is right. Come on, bro. You're gonna have that type of criticism. You should have been had that type of criticism. We'll keep that same energy for everything, because it ain't just the U.S. They shouldn't be paying for U.S. at all. Why the fuck we ain't paying for the big three for IQ shit? Why the fuck the basketball players, Nick Young, why the fuck you ain't started your own league? Hello. I'm just saying. I get where you're going with it, brother, but don't do that to them. Okay, like, come on, let them go out there and get these gold medals, get their money, get their bag, get their sponsorships and all that. You know what I'm saying? And then come back to reality, because they ain't gonna have no fucking choice when they come back over anyway. So right. But I'm all for that. I'm all for separation. But I'm just saying, don't pick and choose when you for separation. If you for them, you ain't for them going over there and playing the Olympics. You damn sure shouldn't be for them playing for the NBA. Like, or for any U.S. team here. Like, what are we talking about? Just nationally. Like, I mean, I'm just saying, let's not do that. I didn't like that. It's giving a little disingenuous. I ain't fucking with that. But like I said, I don't watch the Olympics for anyway. I didn't catching it here and there, a couple sports. I didn't even know they had so many. It's hella sports in the Olympics. They got a thing called handball. I was watching the clip. They was basically they was playing like soccer with their hands. It was weird. Then they was doing something in the water, throwing balls. I'm like, this is an Olympics. What the fuck is this? They was throwing balls in the water. I don't know what's going on, but whatever. So a bunch of stuff going on in the Olympics. One of the main things y'all know I'm gonna catch. Y'all know I'm gonna peep this every time. They got some shit going on. They had performances. Hold up. I can't even show this whole image where this arrow is pointing. I can't even show this whole image, y'all, because I don't even know how this shit is up on YouTube. This man that's standing right here, his penis is out. They got a bunch of LGBT shit going on. They They got whatever the fuck this is right here. Whatever that is. I don't even know what that is. They had this up here. Hold up. I ain't even done yet. I'm sorry for what I'm about to show y'all, but I gotta show you. This is daily reporting. Okay, I gotta show y'all. They got this. Hold up. Whoever, oh, I'm sorry. Hold up. Where's it at? Whoever this is performing. Wait a minute. They got whoever this is performing. That's a beard. I don't know if y'all can see what I see. Let me just make it a little bit. Let me make myself smaller. That's the whole ass beard, y'all. I promise you. Let me not get copyrighted. Propaganda for you know, they trying, I talk about this type of show. Typical about it. So that's why they got this over. But I don't even know who this is. This is not even I don't know if this is a non-American popular artist or something, but I don't even know who the fuck this is. Like, for real. I'm like, who is this? I don't even know who that is. But yeah, apparently he, who's dressed as a she, was performing there. And mind you, the Olympics is a family event. It's a family-friendly event. You know, you're watching sports. It's not like you up here watching something. You're supposed to be up here watching anything vulgar or explicit. But then you in the living. Imagine you sitting in the living room with your kids and y'all sit up here. Yeah, Simone Biles, Shikari, yeah. And this pops up on your screen. And now your kids are sitting here like, what the hell does this got to do with the Olympics? Y'all, the agenda is real, is all I'm saying. The agenda is very much real. So much to the point. Hold up. Not only that, I got to pull this up too. Because the agenda is so real. Where's it at? Where's that link at? There we go. Y'all, the agenda is so real right now. Hold up. Should I pull up the video first? Let me pull up this video. The agenda is so real. It's so obvious, man. That it's kind of hard to ignore. At this point, it's just hard to fucking ignore. Now, I've seen this video. I don't even think I want to show the video for real. I've seen this video of this white couple, and there's some Christians, and they're talking about Deadpool. And they're basically like, yeah, they walked out of the Deadpool movie within the first 30 minutes. They're like, I feel bad for even sitting there for this long. Like, they cursed Jesus' name, and it was a bunch of blasphemous things in there. And you know why I'm not surprised? You know I'm not a Christian. I don't get into all that. But y'all know I'm not surprised they had to walk up out of here, because look at the fucking promo for this. This is why I'm not going to the theaters. And mind you, I actually kind of like Deadpool. Deadpool movies be kind of cool. They be all right. They be funny. They be, a bunch of action and shit. Ryan Reynolds, he kind of funny and shit, whatever. Look at some of the promo for this. Do y'all see this? This is why I wouldn't even suggest. I sent that video I was about to play to my sisters and brothers. But do you see this? Y'all see the promote? Hold up. Do you see what these are two grown ass men. Mind you, Wolverine is one of the more masculine, supposed to be one of the more masculine superheroes. Why the fuck is he cuddled up on him? Why do they look like a whole couple? Why is all of the promo for this shit? Why does this look like why does all of this shit look like they're in a whole ass relationship? Like, why does this look like they're trying to introduce some gay shit to to the MCU? Even though they already did that, actually. They already introduced some gay shit to the MCU. They've been to that. But weird. It's just weird. Both of these characters are supposed to be heterosexual males. Why? Hold up. Can I zoom into this? Why is he on a grown ass man's back? Do y'all see this shit? Like, do you see the promo they're using? Why are these the first images that pop up? All I did was type in Deadpool and Wolverine. When your kids type in Deadpool and Wolverine film 2024, this is the shit that pops up, y'all. Two grown-ass men cuddling. What? That's egregious. Like, how is this? I mean, you could just be looking at movie times and your kids are seeing this, and you really about to take their ass to the theater to see this shit. Y'all, save your time. Save your money, save your time, man. Go watch that shit bootleg, even if you want to. Even if you want to do that. And watch it before you let your kids watch it, so you can at least filter out the bullshit. You can skip Goosebumps. But I think it's going to even be hard to do that. You might just not, they under like 16. They might not need to watch that shit at all. I'm going to just keep it a bean. Like, they're clearly about to have propaganda in this book. I mean, it's just so obvious. It's just so, even the clips that I've been seeing, like, why are they so close? What the fuck is going on? Like, it's very clear what they're trying to push. Okay, very clear what they're trying to push. That's fine. That's all right. That's cool. They could push that. That's their agenda. Them people. That's their culture. But that's not for us. That's not for us. It's not gonna help our progression. It's not damn sure ain't gonna help the progression for our kids or liberate our children. So let's keep them away from that. You want to go see you and your man, you and your woman, y'all go see that together, but leave the kids at home. Okay, tell them to watch the old fucking Deadpool. Even though honestly, the first two Deadpools got some gay shit in it too. Maybe he do real effeminate shit. I mean, matter of fact, the cover of it, I think the second Deadpool is him like in a chair with bullets coming down, like the like the little water scene from that one movie I forgot. So he's always kind of been that, kind of type, but this is just a lot more blatant. Like, why you got a masculine, a supposedly masculine, Marvel superhero, and you got him paired up with this effeminate, always joking, always kind of doing a little gay joke thing. It's just weird. It is very intentional. Thank you for that super sticker. You appreciate it because super chat because Marvel is owned by Disney, of course. And Disney, they had already literally came out and said they have gay agenda. They're not so gay agenda. That's what one of the CEOs said, or I forgot whoever the fuck she was, but one of the people that worked there. Baby, we all know Disney with shit. Okay, Disney been putting stuff in it. They talking about Mufasa and Pumbaa, what's his name? Mufasa and Mufasa, Timon and Pumbaa was a gay couple, all types of shit. So. Not surprised. This is by Disney. Yeah, you can't really be surprised by that. That's what them people do. Deadpool's incredibly violent. Last time I checked, I don't think it's ever been 4 kids he's in. Nah, kids watch Deadpool. You tripping like shit. I definitely know for a fact kids watch Deadpool for sure. You tripping? Kids watch at least especially 10 and up. Niggas let their kids watch Deadpool. I don't know where you at. I know niggas with kids. They kids done seen Deadpool for sure. 100%. Like for sure. They done seen Deadpool. I don't know. I don't know about that. The kids are definitely gonna go see Deadpool for sure. Matter of fact, I didn't see kids dressing up as Deadpool for the promotion of the shoot. I mean, for the promotion of the video. Like they got families dressing up. Yeah, no, kids is trying to see that shit for sure. For sure. It's MCU. I don't give a damn if it's for adults. It's Marvel. It's superheroes. Like, yeah, that's for adults. But I mean, that sector might be for adults, but it's still Marvel. That's still attractive to kids. It's superheroes. Like, that nigga was the Green Lantern as well. This nigga, matter of fact, fuck all that. He was, not only was he the Green Lantern, he was just in a kids movie called If. Let's just keep it a bean. Y'all think that's a coincidence that they put his ass inside a kids movie just earlier this year called If? So when kids see him again, oh, that's the guy from the imaginary movie. Oh, I want to see that. He's a superhero. Oh, I want to see that. These people know what the fuck they're doing. They know what they're doing. I'm just like, these people know what they're doing. Okay. And when they said Elmo was LGBT, I was laughing so hard. I think I'm hearing that. My family or nephew loves Iron Man, Black Panther, and Hulk. I'm weak. For sure. For sure. They definitely will show. For sure. No, these kids are going to go see it. They want to see Deadpool. If they ain't going to go see it, they want to see it. That's for sure. They're going to make Hulk this. They already made the Hulk a woman. What the fuck? They gave the woman Hulk the whole show. They already, the agenda is all over the place. The agenda is all over the place. It's real. It's very much real though, for sure. You a member? Shout out to 5 for being a member. I appreciate my members. I got some content coming for y'all very soon. Busy as full as that, of course. Deadpool stay on 40-ish. Of course. You know what I didn't get to say? Hold on, let me pull this up. I just gotta I ain't gonna say too much, but I just gotta point out the off-codeness of this. I gotta point out the borderline coonery right here, because this is not it. I gotta go. Let me take a step back right quick, just 2 seconds, because I meant to say this that day. I didn't want to deter from Sonia Massie and her actual story and telling what exactly happened and my thoughts on that. Before I went on this, but let me this girl right here. Now I've seen this girl on TikTok before. I never follow her, although a couple of her videos I have seen that I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Some of her content, I'm like, okay, I kind of in alignment with, kind of agree. She kind of do a little too much for me though, so that's why I kind of never really got on her shit like that. But I see her content. I've seen her content a few times. She had the nerve to get up here. Is this the original video? Let me see. I think this is. I'm gonna just let her speak for herself. This is what she posts. Now, mind you, this is before she even understands. She herself, admittedly, doesn't even know all the facts. Didn't even see the correct fucking body cam footage. But this is what she had to come out and say. This is what she said initially. This was her first thoughts.
Sonia Massie did not deserve to lose her life. I'm gonna say that again. She did not deserve to lose her life. It is also true that she did throw a pot of boiling hot water at a police officer. That is true. Video that been slowed down. You can clearly see her throwing the water. You can see the aftermath of the water that was thrown at the police officer.
So y'all want me to apologize. So here's the thing. I already said in my live earlier, as soon as somebody that's reputable confirms that the video that I seen is fake, then I'm going to issue an apology for reporting on a fake video. If that video...
Why in the... This is what I'm saying. That's just totally... When I say that, this shit pissed me off. I ain't know. I've calmed down now. They got past the same story. But when I first seen this, I was pissed the fuck off. I ain't gonna go. I was like, I'm about to go in on her. Go in on her. I'm not gonna do it though. Y'all know I'm trying to win. I'm not gonna do it. But what I will say is this is totally off code. Because if you don't even know if the video you seen was accurate, was real or not, why in the fuck would you get up here in your right mind? What in your rabbit ass? What in your rabbit ass mind was you thinking? To get up here on this internet and say, oh yeah, well, she did throw the water though. What? Why would you even run? Like, why would you even be so quick to pick up and run with that fucking narrative? Why? Even if she did throw the water again, even if she did, she had the pot of boiling water through that motherfucker. Why would your perspective be from, oh yeah, well, she did throw the water, so like what the fuck? Where are you even going with that? And then you get back up here after people rightfully drag your ass through the mud, and you get back up here on some honestly, shout out to the Godfather, shout out piece of Godfather, some shame, insults, and the need to be right. You on the need to be right. You get up here and say, oh, well, I already told y'all, if somebody reputable comes out and tells me and shows that's the wrong video, then I'll apologize. No, bitch, apologize right now. Right now. Because you already can't even stand on what you're doing. You don't even know what you did was, if what you said was accurate or not. You can't even get up here and say, no, y'all, I promise you what I said was correct. She did do it, and I will apologize for maybe bringing that up. You didn't even say that, baby. You're trying to stand on the fact you're trying to stand on a maybe. You're trying to stand on a what if. Like, that's just totally off code. It's so off code, and it's such a bad look. It's like, it's giving clout chase. It's giving you just wanted a little attention. You wanted to come out with a different perspective because it was all these other black people on code who who could clearly see the bullshit that was happening right in front of us. You had to come out and be the one to be like, well, maybe if she, well, actually, you wanted to come out as the token Negro that had the best perspective or had a different perspective. Girl, that shit did not land. That shit fell flat on his ass, as it should have. That was totally off code. It was inappropriate. It was unnecessary to say. And what you should have did was come out and apologize instead of coming out and trying to stand on the need to be right and talking about, oh yeah, I would do it if somebody reputable comes out and like, what? Girl, you sound stupid as shit. Please don't do that again. I don't follow her. I have no desire to follow her, especially after this video. But yeah, if she ever see this, baby, do better. That ain't it. That shit ain't it. It's totally off code. It's a bad look. You a black woman. Come on, get the fuck on code. That's just egregious. Like, that's a terror. That's a clout chasing. It's giving thirsty. It's giving clout chasing. It's giving do better. Okay. It's giving please do fucking better. All right, that's just egregious. Come on, that's our people. You ain't gonna do. We don't do our people like that. That's insane. Maybe if it was a white woman, then you get to speculate. Now I'm black. I can understand the speculation a little bit, because it's still unjustified. Even if it was a white or a brown or Asian, whatever the fuck, that shit still would have been just as unjustified. But I would have been like, But the fact it's a black woman, baby, that's totally off. I ain't fucking with. I'm sorry. Like, that's egregious. That ain't it. That's just you drumming. So yeah, do better. Egregious. I feel like that's the main thing. Jesus Christ. Y'all, how did I wait so long to talk about this? God damn, I'm already into it an hour. God damn it. Let me talk about this right quick. I was about to get off here. I gotta talk about this too. God damn it. How did I wait so long for this? I don't know how I waited so long for this. Where's the article at? Let me just pull up the article right quick. How did I wait so long to talk about this? That's insane. Okay. This is such egregious news to come back to. I'm sorry, y'all. It's a lot of heavy news within this show. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, it's a lot. It's a lot, but we got to talk about it. There's a lot going on. Thank you for that super chat, Alpha Male. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Please do. FBA B1, okay? B1. FBA all day, baby. All right, so a Tennessee girl, 12 years old, was accused of smothering her 8-year-old cousin to death after arguing over an iPhone. This is a very tragic story. I'm sorry, trigger warning is egregious. All right. Again, kids, any abuse or death happening to children is it's a terrible thing to listen to hear about, so I get this is a sensitive topic. Yeah, I'm sorry. A 12-year-old girl in Tennessee has been charged with murder, accused of smothering her 8-year-old cousin as the younger girl slept. A relative said that they had been arguing over an iPhone. The security camera recorded the killing inside of the bedroom they shared on July 15th in Humboldt, Tennessee. The county prosecutor said the recording shows the older child using bedding to suffocate her cousin as the younger girl slept in the top bunk. Gibson DA Frederick Aggie's statement said, after the child died, the juvenile cleaned up the victim and repositioned her body. The victim's mother, Rayana Smith, told Memphis police that the girls had been arguing over an iPhone after coming out of town to stay with their grandmother. She identified her daughter as the 8-year-old Demaria Hollingsworth. So the 12-year-old was charged with the first-degree murder and a tampering with evidence after authorities obtained the video on Wednesday. I consider this to be one of the most disturbing violent acts committed by either an adult or juvenile that my office has prosecuted. He said he will petition a judge to prosecute the girl, who turns 13 later this month, in adult court, which will allow for a lengthier sentence, whether that will be through incarceration or supervision with the court-ordered conditions. Last time I seen my baby, she was smiling, giving me kisses, telling me she will see me when it's time for her to come back home. She's never coming back home. She's never coming back home, Smith said. I never imagined anything like this happening, and now I found myself trying to fund a funeral. Egregious. The GoFundMe says, do they have the GoFundMe raise of $14,000? That was Monday. I don't know if they don't got a link to the GoFundMe up here, but condolences to that baby family. Honestly, condolences to the 12-year-old mothers too, because that's just an egregious thing to have to go through. Honestly, I want to say this: there's a lot of people. I've seen some commentary, more than what I like, but that's for sure. For people try to say like, yeah, charge her as an adult. This little girl is 12 years old. This is not to excuse what she did. What she did was out fucking outrageous. It was egregious. Everything in between. Like, it was seriously terrible. That was a heinous act for anybody. Okay. But we do have to put it in context because she's a 12-year-old. She's still a child. I'm not okay with charging a child as an adult. I don't give a fuck when she turned 13. I'm not comfortable with that. Honestly, that don't fit right in my spirit. She's not an adult. She's not old enough to understand the full consequences of her actions. Although she may have understood the basic ones, she understood what she was doing. She understood that she was killing that other child. She understood that when she repositioned that body, that she was hiding the fact that she killed that child. She knew that. But there's more than likely underlying issues that led to that. That motivated her to do that. And that's what kind of blocked her consciousness outside of the fact that she's just underdeveloped because she's only 12 years old. Her brain literally isn't even fully developed yet. Okay. So I don't know. I'm not feeling her being charged as no adult though. I think she should be charged as a juvenile. Maybe she should have some, there should definitely be, not even maybe, there should for sure be some mental health counseling, consulting. I don't know if if the little girl's bipolar, because that's just not something that kids get mad over shit like that all the time. You gotta understand, especially with their attachments to technology, these newer generations children, they're a different breed than before. Like they grew up literally 1 year old and they know how to fucking work an iPad. No, we wasn't attached to technology as much as they are now. They're literally being born into being they're literally being guided, like literally handed off onto technology, basically. So they have such an emotional attachment to technology. Even my nephew, he's 8, and I tell him sometimes. I tell him, get out the game. And I'm like, boy, you better stop that shit before you ain't gonna be able to game for the rest of the day. What the hell? You better come down here and eat. And this is just for him to come downstairs and eat, or to take a break, to go outside, or to go to the store. He's not trying to. So they have a very strong connection to this technology, especially because a lot of these parents is neglectful. Let's just be real. I'm not going to criticize this young girl's mother. I don't know what type of situation they got going on, if she was hands-on with her, whatever the case the father is. But a lot of these newer parents are neglectful. Honestly, a lot of parents are fucking neglectful. Let's just be real. But for many different reasons. It's a side effect of white supremacy. Okay. But ultimately, that neglect makes the child more reliant on other things like technology and makes their emotions more reliant on that. And so they're unstable. There's no stability there. It will take them a little longer to have that emotional intelligence or that emotional stability, because they'll have to learn it on their own because their parents is not giving them as much attention and guidance as they need. And so, yeah, you might get a kid who gets really upset and maybe they don't do something this terrible, like this heinous as far as suffocating somebody, but they might beat a child up because they fighting over. They might beat up one of their cousins because they fighting over a phone. They might pull on their hair, fuck around, snatch their hair out, or do something other, cut one of their pieces of clothes just because they want to get back. Like something else that's very, vicious, or spiteful, because they're so attached to that technology. They need it. It's like they need it. Like, why can't I have it? You know what I'm saying? They don't understand that unhealthy attachment. They don't understand why they're so attached to it, So yeah, I'm not comfortable with saying just throw her to the wolves and let her be charged as an adult. I'm not with that. She's a 12-year-old girl. That little girl, again, of course she, to a degree, understands what she did. But when she gets older, she's going to look back at that. And I pray that when she gets older, she'll look back at that in a completely different perspective, or much more wise perspective, much more knowledgeable perspective. Because right there and mature, because a 12-year-old, I'm sorry. Like I feel for her mother. I feel for the little 8-year-old's mother. It's a terrible thing, but that's still a child. It's still a child. We have to give children. Don't nobody deserve a second chance. A child does. A child deserves a second, third, fourth, fifth, second, fifth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th chance. Honestly, you don't really give up on children easily. You're not supposed to. Okay, so preferably the sister get her sis. She get what she needs. She get the help she needs, because that's honestly what it is. I don't think jail is going to fix her problem. I think that little girl needs some help. She needs some help. She probably need to get the hell away from technology for a while. Now she ain't really got no choice if she's, in juvie. But she's for sure going to need some mental help. That's not something you just send her to juvie and if she gets out, gets on probation. Like, no, that sort of trauma is going to reside within her forever. She has to understand how to deal with that. She has to understand how to heal from that. She has to understand how to grow from that. And just throwing her to the motherfucking wolves and in adult jail, like that's just not it. That ain't gonna solve the problem. So yeah, that is a serious issue though. Make sure y'all on y'all kids, man. Y'all cannot let y'all kids be out here just so attached to these materialistic things, even if it's not just technology. It might be money, it might be games, might be whatever the case may be. But we have to ground our children. We have to, and y'all not in a religious group, but I'm gonna say this, and we shout out to For the Culture, For the Culture podcast. Make sure y'all go subscribe to For the Culture podcast to the channel. But we talked about this on the last podcast. Is the lack of, actually on the first one, the lack of faith. A lot of these kids ain't got shit to believe in, so they believe in technology more than they are themselves or God. Do you think if that little girl really understood the concept of righteousness, of godliness, that she would feel comfortable doing something like that to her cousin over a fucking phone at all? But damn sure over a phone. A lot of these children are missing a moral compass because we're not instilling any godliness within them. I don't give a damn if you in a church, in a mosque, you a Buddhist, you or whatever, but you have to instill in your children godliness. You have to instill in them some sort of spirituality where they know, like, there's a path of righteousness you should always be striving towards, whichever route you want to take with doing that. But there has to be a border. Oh, he's talking about reparations right now. There has to be a standard there has to be a standard for them to live up to. There has to be a moral compass for them to know that, oh, wow, this is a higher power. There's a higher power. There's something more. It's something bigger than me. Like, this means more. You know, this life is more. This person's life is more than this fucking game. And I understand that because I understand that I am more than just this body. There's something more than me. A lot of children don't have that. I see it a lot of children do not understand that. They have a disconnect from the Most High, from the Creator, from whoever you want to call it. But they are lacking a spiritual connection, and I think that's probably that played a major role in what happened here. To be honest, it probably did. Okay, maybe not. Maybe she did have a little girl in church. Maybe she did. Who knows? I don't know. But from what I'm seeing, I wouldn't be surprised if that was a factor. All right, many of these children is missing some sort of spiritual connection, and baby, y'all got to give them something. You got to give them something. I know a lot of us trying to get away. We're trying to do untraditional things. Some of us grew up in the church trying to get away from it. Some of us grew up in the mosque trying to get away from it and trying to do something different. Think we found a better way. Look, if you could just give them the basics, if you could just give them a foundation, that's most of the time what's going to save a lot of people, just having a foundation to go back to. You got to give them something. Teach them how to pray. Teach them how to talk to God. Teach them how to talk to themselves. Teach them how to, you have to. Like, it's literally a necessity for the next generation to have, because if not, they will be lost, babe. They're going to be lost. Of course, we gods, but we got to understand that there's a creator. We are the gods, but there's a creator. There's a higher power that's above all of us, all right? That is more powerful than everybody, okay? So we have to teach that to children, man. It's very sad, but I think that's a major factor in why stuff like this happens, okay? And why children are freaking the fuck out like this, okay? But shit, let me see somebody coming. We gotta disconnect to all the kids are going to do is right. That's true. We gotta disconnect to all the kids are going to do is emulate what the parents. You know what? And that's ultimately what it is. The children are lacking that because many of us are lacking it. Let's just be real. That's a fact. Absolutely. That's why these kids who get bullied online commit self-deletion. Yeah, unfortunately, they depend on that phone way too much. Absolutely. That's a great point. That's a great point. They grow up watching true crime and they don't understand the breadth of a situation like deletion. Yeah, kids are on technology just as much as adults nowadays, for sure. For sure. Honestly, that's another thing. Pig, you're right. Kids are emulating what adults do. Many of these parents are neglecting their children because they're doing what? They doing this. And while they doing this, what does the kid do? You're not teaching them about games, hand games, about little jump rope games. You're not outside. You're not teaching them card games. You're not giving them anything else stimulating for them to do outside of this. This is what you know. This is stimulating to you. So this is what becomes stimulating to them. You know? We gotta do better. That's such an egregious story, though. Condolences to that little girl's family. Both of their families. This is egregious, honestly. Or their whole family, because it was a little cousin. But let me get up out of here. I hope my audio was cool. Was my audio good tonight? I hope so. Y'all let me know in the comments on the playback. And let me know in the chat. I don't feel like waiting and looking, but if y'all do it fast enough, let me know if the audio was good. Because this cord I got, I feel like this the right one. I think it was straight, but I feel like the last time I went live, my volume, my sound was a little egregious. Audio was good. Audio was good. Love to see it. Okay. Well, I appreciate y'all. Y'all know I ain't been on here. I appreciate y'all sticking in. Y'all coming in here rocking with the realest. Y'all make sure y'all follow me. Oh, I gotta do it on the other side. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on the gram and on TikTok. Am I doing it the right way? I don't know. That's what we do. Make sure y'all follow me on the gram. Follow me on Twitter, all that. Follow me on X. Follow me on TikTok. Everything is in the description. Y'all make sure y'all do that. Hit that subscribe button, baby. Like this video. Comment on the playback. Share it. All that. Baby, we back in business. We trying to get back in business. Okay. So oh, it was superb. Perfect. I love to see it. But I appreciate y'all coming. I'm gonna see y'all later this week. I shall go live. Actually, I don't know if I'm gonna go live again this week. I might not go live again this week. Maybe Thursday, which is not really a day for me to go live. But Thursday is kind of my only free day this week. I work all day Saturday. Friday, I'm going to a full bass concert. Shout out to them. Sunday, I work. Wednesday, I work. So I'm like, and then tomorrow I got to go back to my house to finish moving. So I got like literally like a couple, like a basketball court, a dishwasher. Washer and dryer, a couple things to move from my old house to move over here. So tomorrow, I don't know if I'm gonna feel like doing it after we move on the rest of the shit. We got trash. We got to finish cleaning up. Actually, did we finish cleaning up? We did finish cleaning up, I think. No, we got to bring the vacuum over there. We got to vacuum. So I don't know if I'm gonna feel like going live after that tomorrow, but we will see. But if not, I'll go live on Thursday. If I don't, then I'll make some pre-recorded videos and I'll drop at least like I'm gonna promise 2. I'm gonna promise 2. All right, I'm gonna try to drop at least 2 videos this week. We're gonna try to drop 2 pre-recorded. All right. If not, I'm gonna stay out on next live. That's all I got. Shout out to the chat. Alpha Male, the real Rob, Freedom. Oh, shout out to Freedom. What's up, man? Trey, what's up, Trey? Ain't see you either. Alonda, J Man, Isaiah, Iron Will, Jada Informa, Spiritual Wonders, Spirit of Justice, Jack One Uptune, 5. Shout out to you. Bye, y'all. See you later.